Hello everyone and welcome back to West Ham Fan TV's match preview. I'm Scotty Collier. This is Graham Eyebrows Thompson. We're back after the international break. We're here this week to preview the West Ham Tottenham game. Massive game, both clubs.
Yeah, going well at the minute.
Great rivalry.
Yeah,
between the two.
It's only goal difference separating us at the minute as well, so it's going to make it a lot more interesting.
Very interesting. We're going into the team news. West Ham this week. Well, we all know the devastating news of losing Dimitri Payet.
Yeah, at least he hasn't got to have an operation.
That's one
which
good
is
thing.
a good thing.
By far our best player, massive blow.
Yeah,
but
yeah, definitely.
Still not worried.
We've got a good squad.
That's it. This time last season, going into this game, I would have been worried. But
yeah.
not now.
I say at the minute, I don't fear playing anyone at the minute.
No, not even with him.
Yeah.
Also out is Ernie Valencia. We know he's also out for 3 months.
Yeah.
He has had to have an operation, I do believe. And Ginger Pellé's out, still suspended from his red card he picked up against Watford.
Yeah.
But again, strong players coming.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at the way the defence played against Everton, they.
Yeah.
Everyone stepped up and
that's it.
Solid.
Yeah. Obviously, good news on the injury front. Sakho's return, Song's return, looking good for us. I think. Having them two back, two strong players, two first-team players to come back.
Obiang's back as well.
Yeah, Obiang as well. I forgot about him. He picked up a thigh strain, I do believe, leading up to the Everton game.
It was a thigh strain. I think I read it was.
Tottenham, long-term injury to Nathan Chadley. He's been out since I think early in the season. Eric Lamela picked up an injury, I think on the way on international duty or on the last game previous to the international break.
Yeah.
I think Lamela being out because he started to hit a bit of form.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing for us.
Yeah, he could have been a player to look out for. Yeah, could have been a bit more worried. But
obviously coming back from injury this week, they've got Dembele.
Yeah.
I'm not too bothered about him, to be honest. First game back, I don't think he'll start. I think he'll.
No, but I don't think they'll rush him back. He seems sort of similar manager to Bilic. He doesn't rush players back.
Exactly.
And, they've got a strong squad as well, so there's no need for them to rush him back. So
let's move on to the starting lineups. This is how we think West Ham will line up this week. Obviously, Adrian in goal. The same back four as last week. Jenkinson, Tompkins, Reid, Creswell.
Tompkins, my man of match against Everton.
I thought he was superb. Reid had a great game.
Everyone in back four played really well, but Tompkins for me was.
I said it. Solid. The video ain't been put out yet, but we done a video in the bowling season review so far, and people will be surprised at this, but I gave Tompkins my player of the year so far, due to the fact I think he's improved so much since he's. And
you think a few games he's played out of position as well.
That's what I'm saying.
He's even playing at right back. He was
so people
solid.
Same as you want. I know Payet's been brilliant. I know Lanzini's been brilliant, but that's just my opinion. Midfield, Zarate coming in for Payet, Lanzini moving in the middle, and we think Sakho's going to step up for Carroll, being back, bit of pace. Carroll's looked a bit out of sorts
against Everton. He I don't know, he just looked a little lethargic and slow. I don't know what it was, but you could see the difference.
Yeah.
Like where Sakho chases every ball down, never lets the defence settle. Carroll's just sort of jogging. And
I think we play too far apart from Carroll.
Yeah, I think we need to get the midfield up to him quickly. Yeah. But and as I say, when he gets the ball, he's always looking wide to get the cross in, where sometimes it might be, come back inside.
That's it. When we look at the stats going into this game, I'll leave that up for now. Both teams lost one in their last 6 matches, cup and league games. Obviously, Tottenham undefeated in the league since the opening day, which is a good stat to have. It's a good run, but they've picked up a lot of draws.
Yeah, I think what they got. I think about 6 draws.
6 draws. So it's not it's not brilliant stats, but again,
it's still up there.
Yeah, exactly. And they've just ticked along quietly, which is quite worrying.
Yeah.
Everyone sort of looked at us, looked at Leicester and things like that, and Tottenham have ticked along quietly. So we'll.
No one's really sort of mentioned them, have they? Until now, now they're up where they are. But
going into this game, West Ham's record at the Lanes is not the greatest. I know we're unbeaten in the last 2 games that we played there.
Well, 3
games if you include the club game. But in the league, we've only won once in the last 11.
Yeah, which is not a great record. But then You know, we haven't won at Anfield for
exactly
50 odd
Again,
years.
I'm not worried. I'm not really not worried.
I think it's going to be. I think it'll be a good,
interesting,
good, hard fought game.
Yeah,
I
think so as well. Moving on, we look at the key battles that we picked out for this week. Obviously, we can't say every player up against every player is a key battle. These are the players that the first two are players that we think
we should be wary of.
Yeah, obviously Harry Kane, great goal scoring form for England.
Yeah.
Picked up a few goals for Tottenham in the previous. Didn't start the season too well.
No, I mean, they say like he hasn't scored as many as he did last season, but he's still been playing well and he's been setting up a lot of goals as well.
Yeah.
So there was that side to his game as well, and also he's a sort of player he just doesn't let a defence rest. Like he'll be on. Like Reid's got to be on top of his game.
Yeah, massive.
Because he will not let Reid settle on the ball. You know, he'll be chasing him down.
Reedy and Tompkins, you know, as we said against Everton, superb defending between the two of them. They need to be on their game today. He's going to be sniffing around, and as I said, it's a big game for them.
And as we know, he don't mind having a bang from anywhere, so they've got to try and.
Exactly. The other key player for me for Everton is Christian Eriksen.
Tottenham.
Tottenham. Christian Eriksen. For me, this guy makes Tottenham tick. You know, from the odd bits and pieces I've picked up on Match of the Day, things like that, watching Tottenham. Before Eriksen come back, I thought they were pretty average. You know.
Yeah.
I know you've had the emergence of Dele Alli, done really well going with England, getting his goal for England. You know, and he is another good midfielder. But this guy, he makes Tottenham tick.
Everything sort of goes through him, doesn't it?
And it's a massive task for Noble this week. Noble has got. If we can keep him quiet.
Mind you, I think Noble is a good defensive midfielder. I think that will be, I think, the key battle. Yeah,
I think so. In that midfield, that's the battle there.
Yeah.
You know, as I said, that's how we look at it. Moving on, someone who Tottenham have got to be very, very worried about. This man, Lanzini, gone under the radar because of how good Payet is.
Yeah.
You know, this little RG.
I mean, the thing is, when he's played, against Liverpool, when he made a couple of big bursts through the middle.
Yeah.
I say against Everton as well. I thought him and Payet together. Yeah, superb. Bossed the first half.
Yeah. His finish, his goal. You know, one of the goals of the season so far.
Lovely finish.
He's the one. Dyer's probably their stronger holding midfielder. Dembele I can't see starting. Dyer's going to be the one. He needs to be on his game. This boy's going to tear him a new one otherwise.
But again, Lanzini will not allow him any time to settle, or he'll be on him all the time.
And the weakest player in this Tottenham lineup for me is Danny Rose. Overrated left back. Do not understand how he gets in the England squad in front of Creswell. Don't understand how he gets in the England squad at all, to be honest. I think he's pants. Moses.
I think he's okay going forward, but as a defender, I don't.
Yeah, and Moses we showed the other week against Everton. You know, they put two players on him. You know, he ripped the left back massively.
I mean, look at his arms
there. Yeah, I think Moses on his game.
Yeah, he's strong, fast, but
that's it. And I think this is the area West Ham need to get at Tottenham. I think this is their weakest side.
Rose.
He's only young. Yeah, but
and you think like Galloway.
Yeah,
he was only young, and Moses destroyed him last week.
I think that's the key battle. I think that's where West Ham's got to get them. Moving on from now, we're looking at predictions. You got it right last week, or the week before?
Yeah,
I'll get it right. Tottenham. It's 1-0 at the moment.
We have to film. We've still got to film.
Yeah, the full fit videos.
The full fit.
We'll worry about that when we get time to do it.
Yeah.
So moving on, said Tomo was right the other week. I was right. The Chelsea game. What are you going for this week?
2-2.
2-2.
I say last 3 times we played there, we've scored at least 2 goals each time. I say Tottenham are quite tight at the back.
Yeah.
But we've destroyed some good defences this season, so we've got it in us to score a couple. But then saying that, we have leaked a few goals lately. So Tottenham have got the firepower to. So I'm going for a 2-2.
I'm going to be, again, I've been confident in every game we've approached. I think 1-0 West Ham. I think Tottenham's defence have been solid this season, but so have ours. We don't leak goals. I think it's going to be a tight game all the way through, but I do think we'll nick it 1-0.
Right.
And on that note, there's one thing left to say.
Come on, you Irons.
Really good at that at the minute. You know what I mean? We do it against the big sides because we can always counter because we know we're going to bring it. let's talk a little bit about that treble a few seasons ago. I know I'm going to open up a few wounds, but as that sort of like, because you lot have always been a cocksure bunch, you know what I mean? Like, as that sort of like, when it comes to this game, as it sort of like stopped you in your tracks a little bit and think, hold on, we've got to be cautious of them now, you know what I mean? They're up and coming, and you know, but you know, you're such a good side this season, and the difference between that, I'm not going to, like, as I say, I don't want to slag off too many Spurs fans. You're a good friend of mine, Flav, but they're always, by this time, they're always, we're definitely going to be in the Champions League this time. We're definitely going to be doing this. We're definitely, and I haven't heard nothing. They've ticked along nicely. They've been sitting there in the background. Haven't lost since opening day. You know,